So this postmodern way of thinking about the world is somewhat a rejection of the last 200 years of what we consider to be scientific advances. And the postmodern way of looking at reality is called discourse. They use the discursive process to help understand how human beings conceptually see and make sense of their reality. So defining discourse, we can see that the word discourse means written or verbal exchanges, conversations that you might have with another person, or discussions about things that help you to reason out social reality, that help you to understand not only where you fit in, but also how reality is constructed. And it includes relationships that we have with other people. It includes relationships that we have with the structure. And it also includes our notions of power. So let me explain how the process of writing, exchanging verbally, having conversations and discussions can be founded in the principle of power. Which of these men do you trust? On the left-hand side, we see a doctor. We know he's a doctor from what he's wearing, and he has an open look on his face. We look at him. He's smiling at us. We think we can trust him. He also, because he is a doctor, has a lot of power. The gentleman on the right, however, and we know who he is from the news, this is the person that allegedly committed the shootings in the movie theater in Colorado on the opening night of the Batman movie, The Dark Knight. We look at him and we can see distress on his face. We see that he's wearing an inmate uniform. We look at his hair and we think, well, that's a little odd or peculiar. We see that it's dyed. And can we trust this person? And is there power in this person's position? The answer to that is no. We probably can't trust him, and there is no power in the position of being an inmate. And so, discourse would tell us that because there is power inherent in these positions, that we've socially created the notion that one of these statuses is more important and powerful than the other. Discourse would tell us that powerful people have the ability to push us to craft a particular view of reality. Let me see if I can break that down even farther. When I ask you what color the sky is, what do you tell me? Of course you tell me blue. We can all agree that the sky is blue. And we understand the concept of blue because that's what we have been taught. As children, we looked at primary colors, and our teachers taught us that one is red, one is yellow, and one is blue. And from that point forward, we identified blue with that color. And everything that was that color was blue. Now let's assume that I am the preeminent person on earth who is the authority on color. Everybody comes to me when they want to understand color better. Everybody comes to me when they want research about color done. And I am the person that everyone listens to with regard to color. And I assert to you that the sky is purple. You don't believe me, do you? You say, well, that's ridiculous. We've said the sky is blue. Everyone agrees the sky is blue. Therefore, the sky must be blue. But I insist to you that the sky is purple. I continue to publish materials and explanations and validations for why we've been wrong all along. The sky is not blue. The sky is purple. And eventually, a few more experts in the field of color start to believe that I might be right. The sky really may be purple, and I convince them, and they start to assert that the sky is purple. Well, guess what happens over time? Our concept of the color blue, our concept of what the sky is and what color it's supposed to be, will likely change, and we will start to agree that the sky is purple. I had the power to make an influence on how you view your reality. And it's a very simplistic kind of explanation or example, but you get the idea of how power can influence how we view reality. Our French sociologist Michel Foucault would tell us that the way we see and comprehend the world is found in these relationships that we have, these verbal exchanges, these written exchanges, and these conversations that we have with other people. He would also assert to us that our view of the world shows us one way that power is exercised in society. One of the most important things he adds here, however, is that our view of the world today is no more valid than views in the past or views of the future. And that is what makes his work postmodern, where in the past we would have taken our historical scientific observations and theories and hypotheses and validated them in the contemporary day. Postmodernists would say to us, while that stuff is relevant and while that stuff is important for us to understand, we can take our contemporary world in a very different direction, and that we should not place too much emphasis on history. All right, I hope this helps you to understand the idea or the concept of discourse. It's a little fuzzy, but it is a valuable addition to contemporary interpretations of society. Take care.